guys, and I know I've been not uploading for a while, but this is my second Python tutorial. Yeah, I don't actually remember what this, but yeah, it's and tutorial again, Python tutorial, and again now this time you'll be wondering why I'm using again the thingy, the online compiler, right? But because well, in online in VS Code, I don't actually want that files and all to come, and also there's some beep beep sound, so I don't want to annoy you guys, so I'm just going to use this online program Python compiler. But in the last video of my Python compiler, you saw that I was not able to run on my program in creative web server in the shell, because our module that we used in our that Python program was not actually a part of the online compiler, which means it does not know what module that module is. So it's just gonna it's just gonna show like uh this is what is this, this keyword is not mentioned and all the shell. So that's why I couldn't. But this time we're not using any modules, because this is the most simplest way to make an encoder and decoder. So today we're gonna make an encoder and decoder again. Just if by the title only you just found out. But guys, I'm gonna teach you how to make an encoder and decoder properly and in the simplest way. First, you need to learn about dictionaries. So a dictionary is a very important thing. Like, it has a key and it has a value. So what does it mean by key and value, guys? What does it mean by key and value? It's so I'll explain it. For example, here we have a dictionary. We make a dictionary like A equals to our dictionary. Now there are two methods of making a dictionary here. I'm just gonna use this method because for now we don't have our other, because I'm showing you in the shell, and that's why I'm just gonna take you this. So a dictionary requires something like A and equals to B. So this is our dictionary. Like, we make that dictionary. Now it's just gonna say invalid syntax. I'm using it in the shell, by the way. Yeah. But in the format we're gonna use it, it's gonna be done like this only. I'll show you right here how it is gonna be. Like A equals to, we're gonna have this, and A equals to B. Now A is our key and B is our value. Now A is our is our key and B is our value. So if we like print our dictionary, for example, if we print our dictionary, let's put A. Again, it's gonna show the same error. I know, guys. See, and again it again showed the same error. But yeah, that's how it's done. We're just gonna print our dictionary here. Now, there are two ways of making a dictionary. The first one you just saw right now, but don't think so that the syntax is right. But the thing we'll use today, the one I showed you right now in the main.py file here, which is not even a file properly, it's just an online thingy. And so that in that I showed you A equals to something. In that, that would be perfect to do, and it was gonna show this parenthesis. So it's gonna show something like these parentheses, and then inside like A by B. It's gonna show that. Okay, it's gonna show that in the print. And when we list it as items, it's gonna show something else. Now guys, let's just begin. Now dictionary has a key and value, that is all. Because if we use a list, we need to first give an index, and we also need to update the index by 2. So it's just a little bit of annoying stuff we're going to do with dictionary. And to make an encoder, first we need an conversion table, because if we make it by random values, then we ourselves won't be able to decode it. So if you want to just make an encoder or encode something that is infinitely undecodable, then you can use a random value. And to make a random value, you just need to do a little stuff. You can browse it on internet, but today I'm going to show you perfect conversion and decodable encoder. Now this encoded version of the message won't be able to come in the you know on a decoder. I'm going to show you that by after running this on the shell. So let's just begin, guys. Here I have a class called encode. It's going to encode, and here I have a demo format. Now each format has a different conversion table, the UTF-8. Each have a different conversion tables. But we're just gonna stick with one format right for that, because making these big dictionaries is a huge problem, and making it Python is even bigger, because guys, you will see it right now. Like for example, I make my dictionary one. So this is my dictionary one. I'm gonna just do this, and I have a big huge dictionary ready already. You have to write every single, like this is the key and the value, the key, the value, the key, each key, like when in the message there's three, it would be G, what it would be in encoded message, when it would be like this in the that, then it would be seven. So like this you can do. Then we need key of the most important variables. We need out as our number one variable that we're gonna return as a print in print statement. We're just gonna return it to our owner or whatever, whichever thing called our function. So when if we do print encode dot demo format, and it's going the out will return directly to it, and it's going to print out the encoded message. Next, on our count is count, which is going to be our index. Now how to do this is basically in our message we have two ways to do it. So also I just wrote a message here is a parameter, so I mean argument, so you have parameter argument, I don't know, but you have to make sure that it is there in the demo format, a function right there inside the parentheses. Now it's thing is that whenever like count means an index, so like if you wanna take an index out of a list, like we're gonna call it list, and then we have the index, we wanna call it one or two, so we use count for that, we can use count for that. But also for strings, like if we have a string here, we can just put it in our index as zero, it would be our first letter of our string. And also space included, space is are included, so make sure you have that in your dictionary. I haven't used all of the things I can find, because each thing is a different thing, and that's why we're also gonna make n for an uncodable character, undecodable character. Which is in decoder, we're just gonna place an error down there. So let's begin. Now we need our done. I'm just using it just for some easy purposes. So we are not done yet, so it has false. Let's make a while loop here. Now you can use other things like for loop and all, but I'm using a while loop here. Let's first go. So if not our done, if not our done equals to is equals to false. No, sorry. Now why we're doing this is while not done equals to true would be same as while done equals to false. So let's begin now. Why I'm saying let's begin all the time, I don't know, but let's continue. So that now we need to do is very simple. We have to make an if statement here. If our mess on the count is dot lower. Now dot lower is very important, or else you have to add even more characters, capital characters in your dictionary. So I'm just gonna use dot lower. Now what is dot lower? Like for example, we have our message as this, so our dot lower will convert that message into slower format, which is very important to find, and find anything in a dictionary easily, and also it helps in making less characters in the dictionary. So we're gonna use dot lower in now our dict one is what we're going to use here. So it is in our dictionary one. I'm just going to move it here, guys. If that is in our dictionary one. Also, just before doing anything else, I'm going to tell there could be errors. So we're going to solve them right now in front of you. So if you ever get the error, you can easily solve it by yourself. So if there are errors, then please you can I'll show you how to solve them. And if there are not any errors, then and you are getting some error, then please comment down what error is, and I'll solve it for you. So let's continue here. Now, if our message count like let's take A in our message. A is in dict one, then what we have to print. So for that we're gonna use our out. So out would be our out plus our, now we're plusing two strings, so it's important, plus our dict one. So now we need to find out the value. What is the value? To do this, we're gonna use our special parentheses again. This is again like list, but yeah. But this time for this to find anything like A, we have to place that in. But now I'm gonna use even simpler method. Now this does not require any more code. It's just mess.count.lower. Now if Now, of course, if this thing is inside dict1, if there's a key that has this character, then of course we can just to use this, which means we need to get the key or the value of the key. It's so simple. Now we'll just do count plus equals 1. So so it does not just stick on one character all the time. Now we are also using else. Again, I told you that somebody have another format. Like now, if somebody is using another format of the keyboard, then they won't have the same characters. So we're just gonna put n there. So it will be same as out equals to out plus n. Okay, and then again gonna do count plus equals by 1. Okay, after doing this, we again gonna use another thing. Now we need our count to be the length of our message. Now, why is that so important, guys? It's very important because our count is an index which starts from 0, whereas a message, the length of our message is 1, starting with 1. So it always has to be minus 1. Okay, so instead of doing that count is greater than length of message minus 1, we can just do count equals to length of message. So simple. Because count equals to length of message will take all of the characters. Now done, we're just going to change the done into true, which is gonna stop our while program, and we gonna print our return our out here. Now this is very simple. Of course, you can just see this how simple it is. Now let's try if this works. We're gonna encode a message, so we're gonna encode dot demo format, and this takes in message. Let's say we want to encode high. Does it work? And let's check. And here we go. It's an invalid syntax. Done equals to false, and it's showing that invalid syntax is behind the while not done equals to true. So I don't see any problems here. But let's see. Now our dictionary one is being closed. Yeah, our out is correct, our count is correct, our done is correct, and these all are yep in line, and our while not done equals to true. And this is it's all correct. And wait, this one is correct. I didn't want to change the place there. Never mind about that. Okay, it's still showing me the syntax error 959. And oh my god, I just totally forgot that how many lines we had just made in so much this time of recording. Okay, okay guys, I found my error. It should be, well, 2 equals 2 because I'm very bad at finding errors, so it will take a little time. Okay, let's just check if there's any no more errors. Then we continue. Okay, let's try. Now there's again error that it takes two positional arguments, but one positional argument two given. We just take a message. Okay, let's check. This is the first close, and this is the second close, and this is our high message. Then the format. Mm. How can we solve this error? Guys, I'll come to you after solving this error. So guys, I'm back, and I found the error first. I'm just gonna tell what I changed. I just changed this count equals to length of message behind this, or else we'll just show a string out of um, string the index out of range. And now make sure that you have in self because it's showing two positional arguments, so you have to add two of them. Now, even though there's no need of any self and all, but you have to add it. It's Python. I don't know why, what the heck is going on, but yeah, and also it's a class, by the way. So yeah, you have to just move this if count length equals to below this else statement. So guys, now let's try it. Like we're gonna try making high encoded, and here you go. We have an encoded version of high. Let's try making it more. Like let's add watcha doing, mm, and let's go like that. And yeah, it got encoded properly. So guys, as you can see, this is a properly encoded version of our encoder. And even though I'm going to show you guys that this can be actually not decodable. So I'm going to go and search for an online uh, Let's go with an online decoder. Yeah, online decoder would be fine instead of going with anything else. Yeah, here we go. We have an encoder. We have a decoder here. Just gonna copy this and let's paste this thing here. We're gonna go with UTF-8 for now and UTF-8. And as you can see, this is not decodable at all. If I put something with UTF-8 encoder, if I do with UTF-8 encoder, it's small tools here. We're also gonna try it on something I don't know, language I don't know. Again, it's gonna show the same. Now we're just gonna encode this thing. Let's see. Now I'm gonna encode C and let's put it hi. Let's encode that. Here you go and just it encoding, encode. It's literally just good. I don't know, is this wrong or here we go. We found one, so we're just gonna use this. We are gonna input our hi and encode it, and yep, it's showing the same thing. So I don't know what's wrong with this encoders and all. Let's just add something over here, random value, and okay, the same. Let's decode this a, check a, how this numbers if we encode. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this encoder and all, but yeah, we're just gonna go there. We can't encode any of this, decode any of this, guys. Okay, now let's make our decode class. Now make sure you just copy all of this code that you just made and put it in the decode class. Why? Because it's the faster way. Though we're gonna change some things. Here you go, guys. As you can see, we have successfully added all our stuff inside our decode class. Now, how are we decoding this? It's a different thing. For this, we need a for loop. We need value and key. Okay, we're gonna find value and key inside our bit1 dot items. Make sure you have items ready. For items also, I'm just gonna do one more thing. I'm just gonna copy this and paste this again, just with one more of this, and we're just gonna go decode dot demo format. We are again decoding our demo format only, so that's why we just placed it. Now, for KV index one I dot item. What does it mean? We are finding our keys here, keys and values. Now we need to find something like if value, which is our v, is equal to our mess in count. So our v value of v means our value of the key. If there any value which is matching with our message count, the count of our message, we have message right there. Yes. Our count of our message, we're gonna do is out equals to out plus key. Okay, gonna do that, and if it is not inside our message, we are just gonna return our out. Okay, and what our out would be just let's go with error invalid character and encoded. So this is our error, and we're gonna return that out, the out section. So yeah. So after doing this, which is also this, and make sure again we do this because it's so important. And we're just gonna go with if count again, if count equals to the length of our message, we are gonna do is return out. I'm just returning out here. I'm gonna just close the while loop. We are returning out right directly, and let's check. Now it's showing an invalid character in encoding. Okay, so let's see the problem here. As I see it, there's no problem because there's no n showing in the encoding. And if we check properly, this is the same encoding here, and and we also don't need to make it lower because it's very important we don't make it lower. Yeah. Now it should work and it should go out. Okay. So let me just take on again check the error and come back. So guys, I found the error. Well, basically, what we have to do is two things here. Now, with the out, first thing we have to do is we need to take this thing, which is our character. We're gonna cut this out, and instead of this, we're gonna add one more thing, which is if count is greater than the length of our dictionary one, dict one. Okay, if it's then we're gonna just gonna okay it's gonna return our out. Okay, so we have to do that, and also at the same time we're gonna paste this here on the profile. And guys, we just need to do that, and we're gonna cut this else part. Okay, and it's written out here. We just because we don't want it to return out directly. So if not n in mess, okay, else what we're gonna do is we're gonna return out though, but we're gonna return something else instead of out. And if that is there, the case we're gonna return our error invalid invalid character in encoding. Now let's check this. And hi, what you're doing, man? As you can see, guys, it is totally working. Though, as you can see, one thing that this is a capital capital. It should be a capital N. But why is it not? Because basically we are making it a lower character, so everything we are decoding will also be lower. But guys, as you can see, it works. But and if you want to know how can we make download stuff from the web, watch out our next video because we're gonna show you how can we download stuff from the web in our next video, and we're also gonna see how we can rename our stuff and about password and stuff. So don't miss that. And guys, like, follow, subscribe. Bye.